Hi guys, it's me, Charlie YDM. Welcome back to another video. And today is sort of like an event video, let's just say, kind of, but not really. So today I'm going to be talking about Apsley Bus Simulator once again. So for those of you who don't know what Apsley Bus Simulator is, it's a Roblox game where basically you drive buses around the UK that feature companies like Arriva, Stagecoach, First, and a few others, and there was one company I'll go through in a moment. But yeah, that game is a game I used to play quite a lot actually. I think I still play it, but not as much since my internet has been quite crap on it, and the game has obviously had some issues, which I will mention as well in a moment. But yeah, so for those of you who don't know, a year ago I think it was, I made an exposed video on the community because of how controversial it was getting, and a lot of you are wondering, has it changed since I made that video? Well, I will go through it, by the way. But if you want to check out the original, that Apsley Bus Simulator exposed video I made, you can go ahead. The link is in the description if you want to go and check it out. But yeah, the whole story is, when I made that exposed video, I had some people, you know, from that community contacting me, saying if you ever talk about us like that again, I'll take down the video and all that shit. They were being quite scary, let's just say. And a lot of them weren't admitting to their mistakes and admitting to their friends' mistakes, because honestly, the stuff they were doing were quite unacceptable, let's just say, because like, honestly, it was nasty. And a lot of you are wondering, have they changed since then? Well, let's go through some things, shall we? So, one thing they've done, which I thought was quite controversial, was, so you know Apsley Lime Street, right? They basically, so after the whole situation involving, I think it was the World Cup, where England lost against France, which I got annoyed with because basically the referee wasn't doing his job properly. But they blamed France for that situation. So what they did was, they put the French flag on Apsley Lime Street Station and made it burn like on fire and all that shit. So like they basically were like burning the French flag as like a racist sort of thing, because like saying that they don't like France and all that stuff, which honestly, to be honest, I find quite offensive. And I don't know why the developers actually allowed that kind of shit in there, because honestly it's offensive and it's just disgusting. And some people from the community have also had profile pictures with a French flag and a no symbol on it, so make it seem like as if no France people can talk to them. Honestly, it's disgusting. Honestly, like it's really, really disgusting behaviour. And from what I've also heard is that one time their Discord server got taken down because they were being racist in there. Apparently, that's what some of the comments told me. Which I thought, oh my god, it doesn't surprise me, because they've been doing a lot of other controversial things. Honestly, like I can literally make an hour-long video talking about how bad the community was. So yeah. And now, there's someone who I really want to bring up, which I know I shouldn't mention names, but honestly I should, because this person obviously hasn't changed either. Her name's Emma Love. So basically, Emma Love is one of the people who's actually boosted Apsley Bus Simulator, I think either the server or the game. And sometimes the developers actually give her mod powers and all that shit, or admin powers, whatever the hell it is. And whenever she has that, she has the right to literally go around stopping buses from going forward, or she'll fling them, or she'll Brazil them, she'll do anything to them. And for some reason the developers think, oh, that's okay, let's let her do that. And yet, if me and Warrior fling buses, obviously they ban us for it, because we're not mods apparently, so they obviously ban us or kick us from the game whenever we do the exact same stuff Emma Love does. So like, Emma Love has the right to freaking go around exploding buses and Brazilian buses for no reason. Even when we don't ask for it, she still does it, because she thinks it's funny when it's not. And she obviously blames the developers for making her do this, when obviously she knows she has the freaking right to control her behaviour. Honestly, it's just ridiculous. It's really ridiculous if you ask me. And obviously they think they have... They obviously think they can let Emma Love do whatever the hell she wants, but they can't let me and Wario do whatever we want. Honestly, it's just really stupid. But anyway, the thing is though, the Apsley Bus Simulator hasn't really banned us from flying buses that often anymore, because like the mods are barely in the game now. So the only ones that are basically Jim, Melon, and Emma Love. Those are the three that are mainly in the game a lot. So yeah, the others are just not really active anymore, let's just say. So yeah, but Emma Love would most likely do it whenever Jim's not around. So whenever Jim's not around, she would basically do it, just so she can avoid herself getting into trouble. Honestly, it's really, really stupid, honestly. And sometimes when Emma Love literally sees my character, she tries to act innocent, like, oh, you've got a nice character, your dragon smells like grass, or flame, whatever the hell it is she says. And she, I say, Because like one time my bus actually got stuck somewhere, and I was blaming Emma Love for it because I thought she'd done it again, but she was acting like, no, I didn't do it this time. What do you mean? So I looked at her carefully because I know sometimes she does do it, and I have seen her do it as well. Because of the things like she's holding, like she was holding, I don't know, some sort of what are they called? They're like guns that shoot like bombs and all that. I don't know what they're called, but like, yeah, she was using one of them things, and it literally freaking exploded my bus and flew it in the air. So when Emma Love's in the game, it can be very, very suspicious, especially when she says I didn't do anything. And so I said to her, just let me drive buses, because all I want to do is just drive buses. I'm not here to mess around and fling buses like I used to. And she said, well, drive a bus then. Do the U1 because I'm stranded in university. So I thought, well, how can I drive buses when you're literally freaking destroying them all? Honestly, this is an example of people from Apsley never own up to their mistakes. They don't own up to shit because honestly they think they're the best people in the world. So yeah. But anyway, 3 months later from that situation, honestly the game has slowly died. Honestly, there's barely been people in the game. No one's really, said much. Honestly, it's mainly a bunch of nice bus enthusiasts who have a huge interest in buses. That's all it mainly is nowadays. There's no Jim trying to freaking be bossy and tell people what to do. There's no Emma Love flinging buses and just making the game look like hypocrites and all that stuff. And there's been no more racism. There's been no more of that. Honestly, there might be in the server, but there wasn't in the game itself where you can chat in that chat. Honestly, and Men hasn't been around either, trying to start his 9 gang sort of thing. So like the game has slowly died since 3 months ago. So it is getting to that point where it's a completely dead game, and honestly no one's really playing it that much. I still play it just to drive buses. I don't play it to mess around unless I really feel like doing it, which can be a rare case sometimes, since most of the time I'm usually a really depressed little fuck. But yeah, so honestly the game is slowly dying. I would say it has changed a bit, mainly because of the mods not playing a game anymore. So yeah. And actually, as I was going to say, as I was mentioning companies, yeah, the bus company called Compass is no longer an Apsley Bus Simulator. Honestly, the mods felt like it would be a good idea to remove the company simply because they didn't like it that much, and because most of the buses Compass had were easy to fling as well, as that was the sort of thing me and Waro liked to do back when we were flinging buses. But obviously, I've lost interest. And honestly, the Compass buses were so easy to drive, and I'm not sure why the hell they removed them. Honestly, I enjoy playing them. I mean, you can play them in Croydon Bus Simulator, but honestly, Croydon Bus Simulator takes a lot of time to load, and it's a very, very big game. And my computer can't really handle it, because honestly, all I've got is a freaking Intel Celeron Windows 10 bullshit. That's all I've got from ASUS. Honestly, that's all I have. I mean, it's not as bad as Hewlett Packard, but still, it's not good enough. It's not good enough for freaking rendering a freaking 2-hour-long video on Sony Vegas Pro 14. It's honestly not. So, yeah. So all I can say is Apsley Bus Simulator has changed, but only since like 3 months ago, let's just say. But like since that day I made that exposure video, it didn't change until for like 6 months. It took 6 months for it to improve and honestly change. But honestly, nowadays it's just a dead game. So like there isn't many people that play it nowadays. It's mainly full of bus enthusiasts who have a huge interest in buses, which I'm all right with. I'm not alright with people who are bossy and people who are hypocrites and people who are racist. Honestly, there's not full of that nowadays, hopefully. But I do reckon this video might actually get them to come back again, which hopefully doesn't happen. And if they do, well, I'll just have to try and freaking play more VIP servers, because I don't want to be around people like that again, because honestly, they've pissed me off. Honestly, and hence why I prefer playing Roblox Work at a pizza place, because the people in there don't really talk that much. I mean, it is full of children who just, want to get their own ways and all that sort of stuff. It is sometimes full of that sort of people, but honestly, they're nothing like the freaking racist people who try to burn a French flag and actually say the N-word and also try and make a screenshot of Adolf Hitler. Honestly, it's not like them sort of people. So, yeah, all I can say is it has changed, but only since 3 months ago it's changed. So, yeah, that's all I can say. So, yeah, thank you all for watching. If you have any thoughts on the Apsley Bus Simulator community, be sure to let me know down in the comments below. And if you are one of those people that's been involved in Apsley Bus Simulator drama, then let me know, because I'll be interested to hear your thoughts as well, and I might reply if I get time. So yeah, and also be sure to go and check out my Apsley Bus Simulator exposed video as well, as I do want to spread this information. And also, do not go out there to attack or harass anyone mentioned in this video. This video is made for educational purposes only. This made not video to harass or attack anyone. Honestly, it's not made to harass anyone. So please remember that as well. And do not take on mention this video. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel as well, as I'm trying to get to 7,000 subscribers, as I've been stuck on 6,000 for a while. So yeah, and also be sure to follow me on Twitter as well, because I'm quite active on there as well. So yeah, goodbye, peace out, and think for yourselves.